Hi, this is a special session of help for Program 5, and we're going to look at the function FigureWinnings. In order for FigureWinnings to work at all, your values all need to have been initialized because you may not have, you may not be putting anything into them. Okay, so there are three ways that FigureWinnings can go. So when selection is 1, the bet was on the number. And that one's pretty straightforward. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with them. The problem comes with 2 and 3. So let's see how this works. That's going to be right over here. And I'm going to say if selection is 2, and by the way, you can use a switch statement for this very easily. But I'm going to take the opportunity, I better not do it that way. If selection is 1, write code so you know what you're going to do there. Else if. Okay, so if selection is 1, then it will then you'll take care of it and you'll check the number. Okay, if selection is 2, and if selection is 1, it won't check if selection is 2 or 3, which is what we want. But if it's not 1, it's going to check if it's 2. So what does this mean? 2 is odd or even. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is check if spin is 0. Okay, if it's 0, then you lose. If so, user loses. Okay, so do that first. Now, we're going to check if be odd is true. So that means that user bet on odd. At least that's what it means when I'm coding. Okay, so if be odd is true, you have to figure out if spin is odd or even. Well, how are we going to do that? So we're going to, well, the other thing is we'll add odd. We won't add odd that way. We're going to there. So we're going to add odd to our string stream. And okay, then we still have to figure this out. All right, one really simple way of figuring out odd even is to use the modulus operator. If spin mod 2, okay, what happens when we divide by 2? If a number is evenly divided by 2, that means the result left over is 0. And that would tell us that that it's even, right? Okay. But if the result is 1, because the number can only be 0 or 1, if it's 1, it's odd. So we're going to check if the result is 1. We're going to have to put another set of, there we go. That looks nice. Means spin is odd. Okay? If that's true, then winnings equals what? You know what it equals. money times 2. Okay, so now we have discovered if the spin is odd, how much they will win. Okay, otherwise, oh, I didn't want that to be there. There we go. Else, what does this mean? Spin is even, and winnings is 0. You lose. Okay, so this is the whole block for if you bet on odd, then and the spin is odd, you win. If the spin is even, you lose. Now, let's look at if you bet on even, and we don't need to check that condition because you either have to bet odd or even. So that's taken care of, and I'm going to even. Whoops, one more. And then you're going to check the spin again and assign the winnings. You could even create a different variable and just check the spin once, but this works just fine. Okay, so that is selection 2. And the last selection, then, again, the selection is 3. You don't need an else if for that. The selection choices are 1, 2, or 3. So we've taken care of 1 or 2, and now we're going to look at 3 and how we're going to handle that. We're going to, again, add to the string stream. We're going to bet on a dozen between, and low and high are the 2 variables that are passed in right here if we bet on dozens. Okay? And once again, check if spin equals 0, because that means user loses. And now we are going to check if check if spin is between low and high, including the values of low and high. If so, winner wins. Else, oh, that's not right. User wins. Else, user loses. Okay, so that's the end of checking. We've checked selection 1, which I know you know how to do, because we just check if the number is equal to the spin. Selection 2, I've showed you how, and selection 3, you just check to see whether the spin is between low and high. between or equal to. Okay? So I think that'll help you, and I'll see you next time.